Who is Shiva? Who is Shiva? Simple. You don't have to say God or anything and all. Who is Shiva? Listen. Shiva is the integrated consciousness of the universe. He is the still mind of the universe. He is the still consciousness of the universe. And he's so integrated that there's not a single breath of breeze, there's not a single thought, but it is all the stillness of ineffable glory, unimaginable splendor. It is so still. Shiva is so still. And anybody who can make your mind still, like I'm doing now while I talk, all the world is tinsel wealth for you, you're only focused on me. You're concentrated only on me and you're giving my words importance. And you say, oh, my keys, my bill, my light, everything is trash. All you people are so still and satisfied. You've said we've reached the destination. We must listen to this being. For while he talks, my thoughts melt away. Who's it happening to right now? Raise your hands. Your thoughts are still. The gravitas is so much. Then stiller than stillness itself. I'm talking about Shiva in poetic language now. I told you scientifically. Then stiller than stillness itself. With bated breath, I do behold my rising self-sun's nectar gold. I dissolve in that mystery untold. That is Shiva. It's a right brain thing. Left brain thing, what is Shiva? Shiva is the integrated consciousness of the universe. Period. Finished. No thought, no mind, no nothing. Then stiller than stillness itself, with bated breath I do behold. My rising self-sons, I don't know how to describe him, there are no words. So I say my rising self-sons, nothing to you. Are there any words which I can find? Nectar gold. And then what happens? Can you comprehend him? Can you discuss him? What do you do? Gurunath, tell us more about the rising self-sons, nectar gold. Please describe it. We are all intellectuals. Gurunath says, I dissolve in that mystery untold. I cannot intellectualize him for it. Experience him. That's why you have to dissolve. That mystery untold is the integrated consciousness of the universe. But if the consciousness of the universe remains integrated, creation will be dead. There will be no animation of creation. Hence Prakriti, Parvati, cannot let this happen. So when Shiva is in an integrated consciousness, he's looking like this with wide eyes. But there's no thought. So without his presence, without his thinking of creation, it cannot be. Nothing can be. So she makes a ploy. She forces him and attracts him to think of creation. She says, look, we have a household to run. Household means the whole of the cosmic damn creation, which you cannot even comprehend. And you're just sitting there doing, so she comes, she tries to disturb his consciousness. So she comes from behind, ladies can understand. And she comes from behind, and you know what she does? She closes his eyes. So then Shiva says, She's physically disturbed my concentration, so the third eye of Shiva bursts forth in compassion. And that third eye brings creation into being. And then Shiva and Shakti are together. They are together and yet not together. And then Shiva's integrated consciousness becomes diffused consciousness. And that diffused consciousness and the cosmic energy, when they get together, creation goes forth in its eternal dance, creating millions and billions of galaxies and solar systems. Now, see, I have to speak like I speak to children, because if I don't, I'll be a boring teacher. I'm not a teacher. I'm giving you an experience. Now the mother is dance. She's very happy. She's dancing. So she has those. In which time did you have those long dresses and skirts? In India, we always have them. They call the ghagra. And when you go round, it spins round. What do you call it?
Skirt.
Huh? Skirt. A long skirt, which we call a ghagra. The tunic, right? So when she dances, she creates a huge area. She's spinning out creation from her love and rejoicing to be one with the, she's breathing Shiva and she is dancing because he is the consciousness and she is the energy. So creation is being created. But do you know what her dance is? Do you know who you're talking to and who the Divine Mother is? You know her majesty, you know her size? Can you even imagine? Can anybody imagine how big that dance, the world? What is the circumference of the skirt? If she's spinning around it, she casts a shadow, say it's 10 feet, 20 feet. It can cast a shadow, the skirt, no? What is this, the area of the skirt? How big is it? 100 mile, million mile, trillion miles, zillion miles, how much is it? So I'll tell you now. When she dances, and I say I want to see the mother's dance, from one tip of her dance to the other tip of her, the skirt, the ghagra, and she's spinning, she's creating creation. And if I travel at the speed of light from one end of the universe is not your galaxy, which is 100,000 light years across. If you shrink the galaxy to an M&M sweet and spray all those sweets over this whole property, then you might get an idea of the universe contracted to the minimal size, minuscule. So if you travel at the speed of light, you'll never reach the other end of the universe. If you travel, just try to imagine this. I know it's difficult. Light travels, you know what speed light travels at? 300,000 kilometers per second. Right? That's very fast. So in a billionth of a second, light travels 1 foot. That's known as a nanosecond. Okay? Now, if you travel at that high speed of 300,000 kilometers per second, it takes 9 minutes for the light to travel from the sun to here, millions of miles. The universe, it will never reach the other end. It will cross many eternities. If you travel at 1,000,000 times the speed of light, 300,000 miles per second multiplied by million, you will never reach till eternity. This is the spread of creation of a countless galaxies. If you travel at 70 billion times the speed of light, you can understand intellectually, right? But you cannot imagine it. You cannot feel it, right? If you travel at 70 billion times the speed of light, from one end of the mother's dance, her skirt, to the other flare of the skirt, you will take 3 months. Travel at the 70 billion times the speed of light. This is the size of your creation. Of course, quantum physics and Yog Vashisht and yogic texts have spoken about these universes and these time spans. And modern science, quantum. This is her dance. So there's Shiva, who is the integrated consciousness of the universe. But that must be bigger, because if his concentration is integrated, there will be no universe. Only because there's a meeting of Shiva and energy, Shiva and Shakti, that the universe has come into being. Am I right? Do you understand me? I've tried to make it in story, so it'll be very easy for you to understand. Is anybody not understanding? Okay. Now Shiva's integrated consciousness. He has to diffuse his consciousness. And Shakti is what? She is Moola Prakriti. She is the plank of total energy in the universe. Total energy of the countless galaxies. She is the divine energy. That means she is like a placid lake of light, undifferentiated film of light, which spreads from eternity to eternity. Still. And he is undifferentiated consciousness. Now, how that undifferentiated consciousness meets the undifferentiated light, nobody knows. Nobody knows. And they say, don't even try to dare and imagine, but human brain is such a monkey brain that it keeps, they say, no, I want to know. So there's a huge gap between the lightless light and the supreme nothingness of consciousness. I have made an hypothesis and called the consciousness and light, the linking thing, which science calls dark matter or something. I say, why should it be dark? Now they're saying the black hole is not black. Always negative. I call it the lightless light. The reality and supreme energy. That's what because we always say God, we try to describe God, but I've tried to make an effort to make it very practical and scientific to you, so that when we speak to the outward world, it's not very outlandish. This world our sages did perceive is mind stuff materialized. In relative sequence it is built, deceiving mortal eyes. Our sages were scientists. This world our sages did perceive as mind stuff materialized. In relative sequence, permutation, combination. In relative sequence it is built, deceiving mortal eyes. All that is composed they knew must get decomposed. I've tried to describe God without saying the word God. I've tried to describe God without saying the word God. This world our sages did perceive as mind stuff materialized. In relative sequence it is built, deceiving mortal eyes. All that is composed they knew must get decomposed. Right? All that is composed they knew must get decomposed. Where then does reality lie? All matter being composed. I ask myself the question, the answer. That all-pervading consciousness, of stillness through eternity must of necessity proclaim its ultimate reality, composed of nothing, yet of which all else is sure composed. It stands supreme, beyond all dreams, eternally reposed. I have not said God and believe in this God or religion. It's nothing about that. It's to make you feel that is a state where your mind can go. Your mind can dissolve into consciousness. That's what I'm here. To make you flower into the likeness of your own being. But your true being is the supreme, all-knowing spirit of nothingness. Because humans have no vocabulary to describe God. That eternal splendor of nothingness is your true being. You, when you merge in the Supreme, become the non-being, essentiality. You are the isness, the essential isness of the zero, not zero. Zero is the great Lord God and not zero is the Shakti. So this is a very high and later stage, but ultimately everyone must get to that stage of supreme consciousness, the supreme consciousness, the integrated consciousness of the universe. And the Divine Mother herself, she helps you to get to that stage. Atma, Buddhi and Manas. The Atma is Shiva. The Buddhi or intuition is Shakti. And the lower Kundalini comes and becomes the intuition. That is Shakti. And Manas, the mind, the soul essence in mind, is the Sun. Atma, Buddhi, Manas. Father, Mother, Son. They have to be one.